Hello guys, welcome to Mark's Shrimp Tanks. In today's video we're going to do some Neocaridina water changes, but we might actually also change some water in this orange eye blue tiger tank as well, right? So grab yourself a large bucket of coffee and let's get started. Alright Shrimp Farm, let's get this party on the road, right? I use reverse osmosis water, so today we're going to have to mix up our salts. So I have salty mineral GHKH plus here. Let me see, it looks backwards in the camera, but yeah, this is what I use. So we're going to measure this out here, and then we shall add it to the water and we'll get our water changes done. Right, Shrimp Farm, here we have my setup. We have our salty mineral, as I said. And we have scales. I think, if I remember correctly, it is something like 8 grams per 40 litres. I think that's correct, right? So let's add our little cap here. We're going to tear our scales. Is that right? Yes, we're on 0 right. And then I'm going to add a little amount of safe. I'm actually just going to go for maybe half a little spoon here. So this is 0.01 grams, I think. It's a very, very small amount. And then we're going to add our salts. Let me just put these around like this so you can see a little bit better. We're going to add our salts. And so 1 scoop of this stuff is 3 grams, I think. Let me see. 1 scoop, 2 scoops. This is 8.8, right? So we're going to take a little bit out here. I like it to be on the dot, on the money. Wee bit more, come on. There you go, it's 8.08, right? So then we're going to put this stuff here into that water away over there, right? And I'm actually going to go over this side because it's a wee bit tough to get in up here. In you go. Right, and I'm going to let this aerate for probably about half an hour. You can see at the back here I have a lot of bubbles and stuff going in here. I'll give it a little mix with a stick, and then I'll give it about 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and yes, we'll start to do our water changes, start to take the water out and whatever else we need to do. What I always do, guys, at this time as well is I do a tiny bit of maintenance, like if there's any string algae, whatever else. Once we start to put our water in as well, I might feed the shrimp too, so you'll see that it's all coming up. Alright, while we wait, guys, while we wait on that water up there being processed, let's get over to our tank and we can start to take out the water. Let's have a little look down here. Let's see, is that a good angle? I think it might be. Right, so we're going to take out 10 litres of water in each tank. I like to do bigger water changes in my Neocaridina tanks. You guys, you see such a big difference when you do bigger water changes. So let's get this water out of here. I have a bucket under my leg here. Let's get in. And guys, while we do this as well, once the water is in the bucket, I'm actually going to go in here and we're going to do some maintenance. I can actually see some cull shrimp in here as well that we probably won't take out this time because they're a little bit small. They're a little bit over here in the filter. We'll have a look at that in a second once I get this water into this bucket. In case you wonder, this is a power bait jug, or a little jar that I Dremel tooled the lid and I added a tea strainer to the top and then drilled a hole in the buttocks of it. That's my little go-to thing for doing water changes. I like this because the holes are very, very small in the tea strainer. Literally, God, not like 1/10 of a mil or something, so there's no way any baby shrimp will get through. Let's have a look at this water as well while we're here, because it is kind of like brown. You see it? Not brown, yellowish. So one of my favourite tools ever for doing any kind of maintenance in a shrimp tank is actually the simple old barbecue skewer, right? And I love it, guys, because I can get in here and I can grab all this string algae. You see it? All the string algae here. So I like to go in here like this. I like to twist it around. You see all the string algae at the back. If you do this regularly, guys, it's not such a problem, right? And then I like to jerk it up like this because it rips it off. And you're actually able to get a lot of string algae out doing it this way, right? Just be careful of babies as well. You might not even see all the babies, but if you do what I say and you give it that little jerk like this, it will make sure that most of the babies are off the rock. Right, so here we have our lovely, lovely string algae, and I just use my nails normally to pull it off like this, or the side of the bucket. That worked pretty well, didn't it? And there's a lot of it here, you can see here. I like to get this all out because this is your chance to clean the tank a little bit. Alright, let's get rid of this water here. And you go, mother effer. Alright, let's get this water out here. Yeah, this one's nowhere near as bad, but I can see that the water is yellow as well. Let's get our 10 litres of water out. So this is more of 25% water change I give my Neos. 25 to 30% all the time. Now I can see in here as well that there is some string algae, but it's nowhere near as much because I've been pretty diligent with this tank and taking it out really, really regularly. And I like to get right in here like this. And you can see it all moving, hopefully on camera. You can actually see a lot of baby green jades in here, which is nice. And you can just see how much string algae is coming out here. It doesn't look like there was much in the tank, but there is. Let's get it out. We're at our 10 litre mark already. This is awesome sauce. We've also done a little bit of maintenance. You will notice, guys, as well, I have a little bit of salvinia in these tanks, and I think that helps a lot with any string algae that you might have here. So you have a little bit in every tank. Helps a lot. Right, so let's get these tanks filled up. Next thing would be to clean the glass, which I'm going to do next. Let's grab my glass cleaner over here. Isn't it cool? Alright, so I don't really do this a lot with these tanks because I like the algae to build up a bit, but as you can see here, guys, with this, there is a bazillion babies. So I make YouTube videos and we've got to clean the tanks. Give it a little scrape. Doesn't have to be perfect. And if you're wondering, I got this scraper from Amazon. It was one of the best sellers. Let's get right down here. Up and down. Up and down. Yeah, there's so many baby shrimp in here, it's unreal. There's like literally all over the gravel. There's way more shrimp in here than I thought there was when, you know, when I'm telling you guys about baby booms and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, there's literally thousands of babies in the gravel. So it shows you, I've been doing this type of water change in this tank for quite a few months now, and it's working. A big snail there. Let's get the rest. Look at all these baby shrimp, look. There's a couple of hundred just in that corner. So our moss is nice and clear now, looking good. Look at the shine on that tool there. Look at the shine, right? And we have lots of Sulawesi snails in here. I see a lot of new young ones as well, new Sulawesi snails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little Sulawesi snails, 6, 7, one at the back. Yeah, so they really love a sand substrate. Unfortunately, they also love to eat plants, so bear that in mind if you guys are going to keep them. Let's get over here. This tank isn't so bad at all, but let's clean the glass all the same. As I said, I'm a YouTuber. There's no point us having... Oh, that's a scratchy noise. No point us having tanks full of shrimp if you can't really see them that well. Get in there, you mother effer. Yeah, this tank isn't as bad as the other one. Nowhere near as bad. But this one is actually filling up with plants a lot. Look how much jungle val there is in here. And I think what we'll do, guys, is we'll actually feed the tank too. Oh, look at all this string algae there. I didn't see that. You see it there? There's a lot in that corner. Let's grab our little skewer again. I missed this the first pass. See it here? So let's put it in there and twist, pull it up and twist like this. Let's see, where are you? Yeah, this stuff is different from the other stuff. It is almost light coloured and hard to pull up, so I'm thinking maybe it is dying or something. See, there's a lot of it down here, you see it? Now the leaf is coming, it shows you that there's still string algae. But if you're diligent with this, guys, yeah, you can get rid of loads of your string algae. You just have to make sure you pull it through. Like, see how I'm pulling through? And you can see all the plants at the back moving. String algae. And then we're going to fill this tank up, and I'm going to put some food at the front as well. And we'll start up on the other tank. You see? Looking good. Okay, shrimp farm, my water is primed and ready to go. This stuff is 150 TDS. Let's grab our bucket. I have mine on a siphon coming down to 2 flow valves. Like you can see here, you guys have seen this before. Right, and this is already primed. There's actually already water in this pipe. It's the awesome thing about this is if you shut it off when it's full and then you go to use it again, it's always primed. Look at all these shrimp. Holy mother of God, there's a lot of them. I'm going to enjoy showing you these guys today. Look at them all over here as well. Oh my God, I'm breeding so many. I'm becoming like a Neocaridina mega expert. Right, so let's get these on. And to add these guys, all you do is there's a little screw on the side here, there, you can see it. Push it down flush and turn it until it is tight, and that is it. Right, we're going to add the other one. It's always good to add them and turn them on at the same time, because if you have tanks that are a little bit unlevel, like these two are here, what will happen is water always finds the easiest way. So if you have a tank that is lower like this one, more of the water will come to this side than this side. Does that make sense? And guys, what I always try to do as well is I try and get these things here kind of somewhere near to flow, right? So this tank also has a rim on it, so I'm going to have to adjust this little plastic thing here, make it open fully, and then I can push it on, and then we can put the clamp in the water in. Clamp it on and put the water in. That makes sense. Open. The joys of the one-handed man. Right, so there you see how it went on. Looking good. Tighten it back up, make sure it's flush. Remember guys, this stuff is like, I think it's made from acrylic, so yeah, don't tighten this stuff up too much. All my stuff is already primed as we said, so all I need to do here is open this valve, and we are going to open it full. Open. You see the water coming out here, and we're going to do the same on this side. Full. Open. As I said, if you have two tanks that are on different levels, one might fill faster than the other, so bear that in mind. God, look at all these shrimp. So many of them. So many! God, there's probably thousands in here now. Thousands. See, there's a cull right here, you see it? I'm looking at the camera and trying to point at the shrimp at the same time. It's a little red one. Yeah, but I've never had this much success breeding Neos as I have done until we switched to doing a powder feeding. It's made such a big difference. What we're going to do though, I think we might add some solid food, try and get them to bottle up a little bit here as well, and we'll do the same on this tank, because this tank here is going the same way as this one. It's going the same way exactly. Focus on my finger, there you go. Next guys, we are going to go up here and we're going to start some maintenance on this tank, right? But what we'll do is we'll put some food here. Look at them all at the front. We'll put some food in, we'll be right back. Alright, let's see. We'll try some of these what they called Wells chips, nature Wells footer. They have 4% spirulina, blah 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 blah. I think they have like oak, wood and all that kind of stuff. This was just a little thing I thought I'd try, guys, where we added PULACO food, because I know a lot of the PULACO foods they add wood and stuff, and I thought, yeah, well, shrimp love to eat wood as well, so they love to eat the wood. Let's get you over here. And let's see if we can do it with the one-handed man. Oh, there you go. Lid is mega easy to come off. Wells chips are nice and big. These ones do tend to expand as well. Let me see if we can get a nice little close-up of them. Doing good. But we have loads and loads of shrimp in these tanks, so yeah, we're going to add a full chip into each tank. We have loads of shrimp. Let me see. Bloop. I can't keep up. There is. Let's put one in the corner over here too. Yeah, let's get started on this tank here. It has water to come out, and then we need to get rid of all this string algae at the back as well. You see it? So there is our 10 litres this tank. Guys, this way for me works perfectly, because this vat of water up here holds 40 litres, and if we take out 10 out each, that's 30 litres, right? And there's always just like a little bit of a discrepancy here with evaporation and whatever, right? So it's always perfect when I'm topping them back up that we get the perfect amount back in. As I said, we have our 10 litres here. Let's have a little look. Buried girl, a new one. That's not, yeah, that is the one that we saw last week that was buried. Is there any more buried girl? These guys are really active, actually. They are really, really active. Look at them all on the filter here. There's a lot of shrimp in this tank. I will add some food into here too. I thought I did see another bigger buried girl in this. This is the one that we saw last week. We might, if we put food in, we might see it, right? But let's get this mess at the back, all this here, out. As you can see here as well, guys, I added some salvinia here to help with the string algae. And this has a fair bit. Again, you have to be just diligent with it. And twist it, pull. See it all coming out? And we'll probably continue to get string algae in this tank until a lot of this red val that died off, until it's gone. I could probably manually take this out by hand, but I'm going to let the shrimp and whatever else in here do it. Little baby shrimp there. Now, there's a lot of string algae in here this week, but I did take out a lot of salvinia. I like probably this much in all of my tanks. It helps just mop up everything. Let's see, can I get this off with one hand? It's always awesome when you do this with one hand. So that was the majority of it already. Yeah, I can see a lot of baby shrimp in here now. So that girl that we saw that was buried last week in here, she's had her babies and she's buried again. Which is really cool. Yeah, as I said, I think the rabbit snails were eating this because I could see like bite marks out of the good leaves. Another girl there, another buried girl. Yeah, this tank is going the same way as the other Neo tanks, right? So there you go, guys. Treat your orange eye blue tiger tanks like Neo tanks, and they will breed like the crappers as well. Right, so we've gotten all of it. There's one bit left there, tiny little bit. We might actually fix a plant there. There's a little bit of val that is kind of stuck out the gravel a little bit. This was the rabbit snails as well. Push it in, make sure the crown isn't covered, pull it up. There you go, we fixed it already. Let's get some food in here, guys, and we'll think about putting the water in once these two tanks have filled. Alright, let's see, we've got our footer, our pellets. I think this might be a little bit too big, but yeah, we do have a lot of shrimp in here. There's another buried girl here, you see her? She has a lot of eggs, this one though. You see her? She's swimming around, she's being chased by all the horny males. Another big girl at the back. Let's get this food in right here. And we'll see how many shrimp come to the front. These guys are going berserk. Look at them. Come back a little bit. They're acting kind of like the Opae Ula do. When there's a bird girl, they go berserk. Let's have a little look at the Blue Dreams. How are they doing down here, sir? How are they doing? That's some fine looking shrimp you got there, Mark. Thank you very much, Shrimp Fam. This one right in the centre might be brown, a brown looking shrimp. That's one very big, beautiful bearded girl there though. Gorgeous, gorgeous shrimp. Look at all the babies. The babies, I'm not sure how good this camera is at focusing close up, but I think it is better than my GoPro was, because I can actually see that it's focusing. That was awesome. I actually can't even see the food in here, can we? Where's the food? Where is the food? The food is here. There's just not as many shrimp in this tank. But they are breeding, which is a good sign. They are breeding. Let's have a little look up here. Another big girl there. Now these guys are ravenous. It was a good time to show you them today. This is a girl that had her baby shrimp last week, and she was buried again, but she didn't have so many eggs. Awesome. Yeah, this tank is going to be really successful, I can tell already. Lots of babies. Some of these are Neocaridina babies as well, because the Neos that were in here before, they had a big batch of babies too. So yeah, we're kind of mixed with Neo babies, but guys, these are really easy to tell apart when they get bigger. One has stripes, one doesn't. It's that simple. Like here's an adult Neo at the back that is, you can clearly tell the difference. Let's see how these guys doing. It'll be another 30 minutes before this is filled up, but guys, I don't want to bore you with stuff like this, with filming a tank filling up. Let's see how these guys doing. Look at that big bearded girl. Looking good. See her flapping her eggs around. So there you have it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed today's show. If you have, please show me a big thumbs up for support, and subscribe if you haven't already. And guys, I'll catch you all in the next one. Happy shrimp keeping.